compassion games, a competition in giving, serving and forgiving, love wins.
Compassion is important to the world. Our work is helping people create authentic power, giving them the tools to align their personalities with their souls so that they can naturally create harmony and cooperation and sharing and reverence for life. So when you ask what role does compassion play in this, it's everywhere. As you create authentic power, you become a compassionate person. This doesn't mean that there aren't parts of your personality that are already compassionate, because there are. Those are the parts that come from love, that originate in love, and you experience them as gratitude, appreciation, sharing, contentment, patience. But there are also parts of your personality that are not compassionate, and they don't care about people. They don't care about anything but themselves. And these are the parts of your personality that you experience as anger, resentment, judgment, superiority, and inferiority. So as you learn to recognize the difference between these two, the difference between love and fear in yourself, and you challenge fear by not acting on it even while you're feeling it, and you cultivate love by acting on it while you are feeling it, you become compassionate. You start to care about other people, and that's really the heart of everything that's important. Playing and supporting the compassion games is an excellent idea. And it's not just because there's something called a compassion games, it's because you're living your life. And while you're living it without compassion, without kindness, you're living it in pain. And until you do something about that, you'll continue to live your life in pain. So, let me put it this way. Compassion is medicine that you really give to yourself while you're giving it to other people. You can't be compassionate with someone else unless you're compassionate with yourself. If you're judging yourself bitterly, cruelly, if you're tormenting yourself with comparisons with others, you're doing that to others as well. So instead of saying, I'm going to be compassionate, I'm going to be kind to someone else, start being kind to yourself. And I don't mean in a narcissistic way. I don't mean becoming oblivious to the needs of others. Compassion is the polar opposite of that. I mean, start being kind to yourself. Let kindness be your pole star. But by the way, it's not kindness in order to gain something for yourself. I love the idea of survival of the kindness. But if you're becoming kind to survive, you're already putting yourself in another dimension. You're operating with a second agenda. You're becoming kind to benefit yourself. And that's not kindness. That's exploitation. That's the pursuit of external power, the ability to manipulate and to control. Kindness has no second agenda. Kindness is an expression of love. Love is the experience of kindness. As you become kind, you fulfill yourself. You also become fulfilling to others. It is, as you say, win-win. But actually, there's nothing in the universe that isn't win-win, because we experience the opportunity to grow, to learn about ourselves and become more aware and compassionate and loving from every choice we make, including those that create painful consequences. But why do that? When you strive for kindness, you begin to create consequences in your life that are joyful and beneficial. And that's what I suggest. Why grow spiritually through fear and doubt when you can learn wisdom through love and trust? And as you pursue kindness, that's what you do. Come to seatofthesoul.com. That's S-E-A-T, like what you sit on, of the SOUL.com. There's lots of things there. Quite a few of them are free. For example, in the back of The Seat of the Soul, which is the book that the website is named after, there's the 25th anniversary edition of the book. There's a large study guide which I wrote. And in that study guide, there are links to an online extension with 17 videos and 16 audio meditations, and that's all free. Just come and take it. You can download the Authentic Power Guidelines that show you how to create authentic power, even if you've never read a book about it, even if you don't understand the words. Just follow these guidelines. Very simple. See which ones work for you and then see what they do in your life. You can join the Life School. That's and have a monthly live video streaming session with my spiritual partner, Linda Francis, and me. And a lot of other things. There's a community. There's hundreds of videos that you can access by topic, and you get supportive material in the mail at your discretion. You can come to our 5-day retreat, The Journey to the Soul. It's in the summer. So, I just love what we offer, John. We just created a program called Masterclass Immersion. This is a beauty. Now, it's closed for the 2015-2016 cycle, but you can apply for it. It's an application program. You can't just pay and attend. You've got to be accepted. But come to seatofthesoul.com. Take a look at all of these things. Take a look at all of the free tools. And I would suggest that you especially consider reading The Seat of the Soul. My hope and dreams for the Compassion Games each year are always the same, that they awaken more and more and more people to the proactive participation in their life in a good way, to the proactive contribution of love instead of fear, to the proactive, that means conscious and intentional giving of themselves in the most supportive way, in the way that others can give to them. That's the golden rule, isn't it? If you are practicing kindness, then you're going to bring to yourself people who are practicing kindness with you. If you're practicing kindness with a second agenda, you'll bring to yourself people who are practicing kindness to you with a second agenda. So why not throw out the second agendas? Experiment, trust, live your life, really step into it. Say, I'm going to see what this does. I'm really going to open myself to seeing what it's like to live a life of kindness without any second agendas. Well, start it perhaps by doing that for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then stretch it into a half an hour if you're really bold, and then go where your heart tells you. Eventually, it'll tell you, do this all the time.
Compassion gains, a cooperation in giving, serving and forgiving, love wins.